What if the most dangerous person in the room isn't the loudest, strongest, or most successful, but the one who doesn't react, the one who hears the insult, sees the chaos, feels the pressure, and still doesn't flinch? That kind of calm? That's not born, it's built. It's not passive, it's a practiced kind of power, and it changes everything. Here's the twist. You don't need to control life to stay calm in it. You just need to stop letting everything control you. Most people are like open wires. Anything touches them, they spark. Traffic jams, a cold stare, a missed call. Tiny things wreck their whole day. But the few who train their minds? They walk through storms like they own the weather. Let's break this down, because once you see how it works, you can't unsee it. And after that, no one, not your boss, not your ex, not your worst fear, gets to decide how you feel ever again. You wake up in the morning and something goes wrong. A delay, a mess, an unexpected problem. Most people go straight into reaction mode. Stress spikes, breath shortens, thoughts spiral. They're not living, they're just flinching through life. But what if you didn't react? What if your peace wasn't available for auction every time something went sideways? Carl Jung said it best. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. What he meant was, if something gets under your skin, it's already living in you. That anger, that hurt, that panic, it's not coming from outside. It's coming from the unresolved stuff inside. Here's a truth most people don't want to hear. You're not reacting to what happened. You're reacting to what it meant to you. Let's make it real. Someone calls you lazy. Do you get defensive? Maybe. But why? Because deep down, a part of you fears they might be right. Someone ignores you. Do you feel rejected? Maybe. Because a piece of you still ties your worth to other people's attention. So it's not their behavior, it's your unfinished business. And until you face that, you stay trapped in a loop of emotional dependency. Two people go through a breakup. One falls apart. The other grows stronger. The event was the same. The internal lens was different. One person saw loss. The other saw freedom. This is what's called shadow work, a term rooted in Jungian psychology. It means turning toward the parts of yourself you usually avoid. Insecurity, guilt, envy, fear. Most people spend their whole lives running from those feelings. But the ones who evolve, they walk right into them and come out the other side untouchable. Because here's what no one tells you. The calmer you get, the more power you gain. Not because you're cold, not because you're distant, but because you finally realize you never had to chase peace. You just had to stop giving it away. People think power means control. Control over others, over outcomes, over life itself. But true power is surrender, not giving up, but letting go of the illusion that you ever had control in the first place. Most people can't even handle someone disagreeing with them without losing it. They want every conversation to go their way, every day to run smooth, every person to treat them fair. But that's not life. That's fantasy. Here's what's real. You don't control how people treat you. You don't control what life throws at you. You don't even control your own thoughts half the time. What you do control, fully, absolutely, is the meaning you give things. Your interpretation is the whole game. Modern cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, confirms this. Research from the Beck Institute and APA-backed studies show that reframing your interpretation of an event, not changing the event itself, can completely alter how it impacts you emotionally. The power is in perception, not circumstance. Let's put this in motion. Someone cuts you off in traffic. You can rage, or you can think, maybe they're rushing to the hospital. You choose the lens. One makes your blood boil. The other keeps your hands steady on the wheel. Someone mocks your ambition. You can shrink, or you can smile and think, they see something in me they haven't found in themselves yet. Again, lens, yours, always. But you won't get there by accident. You get there through real mental training. Because emotional mastery isn't something you're born with. It's something you earn through stillness, awareness, and truth. And truth starts here. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are the one watching them. Think about that. A thought shows up. I'm not good enough. An emotion flares, fear, anxiety, anger. But if you can step back, even for half a second, and say, there it is, instead of, that's me, you've already won. You've already broken the loop. That's what mindfulness actually is. Not candles, not mantras, not a perfect morning routine. Just awareness. Cold, clean, surgical awareness. The ability to observe without jumping in the water every time the mind creates a wave. Here's the challenge. Next time something triggers you, pause. Don't react. Just name the feeling. That's anger. That's fear. That's ego. By doing that, you interrupt the script. You stop being the puppet. You become the one holding the strings. Now here's where the shift happens. When you stop reacting, something wild begins to unfold. The world starts to respond to you. People pick up on it without knowing what they're picking up on. They sense you're grounded, not cold, not distant, just centered. And that calm? That's magnetic, because most people are walking storms, loud, scattered, easily shaken. You become the mountain. Still, massive, present, and you don't even have to say much. Your energy speaks before your words do. This isn't about being emotionless. It's about being emotionally sovereign. You're not hiding your feelings. You're leading them. Big difference. The more you practice this, the more you notice something else. The things that used to disturb you, they lose their grip. The need to always be understood, gone. The hunger for constant validation fades. The fear of judgment dissolves like fog in sunlight. You realize, not every opinion deserves a response. Not every conflict deserves your energy. Not every challenge needs to be fought. Sometimes the strongest move isn't striking back. It's standing still and watching the storm pass. That's when you know the work is working. And it is work. Make no mistake. Rewiring your emotional patterns takes more discipline than most people are willing to commit to. It's not sexy. It's not immediate. But it's permanent. Psychologists call this emotional regulation, and studies in neuroscience, from Stanford to the NIH, prove that mindfulness, breathwork, and self-inquiry literally reshape the brain's response systems over time. You're not just changing how you feel. You're changing how your brain functions. This is transformation from the inside out. You don't yell. You don't chase. You don't prove. You just walk differently, speak differently, show up differently. And people feel it. It's that moment when someone tries to push your buttons and realizes you've removed them. No reaction, no friction, just calm. Not out of apathy, but mastery. Now let's get brutally honest for a second. Most people will never get here. They'll keep reacting, keep blaming, keep thinking life is unfair. Because it's easier to point the finger at the world than look in the mirror. But not you. Because if you've made it this far, something inside you already knows. You're not meant to be ordinary. You're not meant to be tossed around by life. You're meant to move through it with intention, clarity, and calm fire. So here's the final shift. From this point forward, don't aim to avoid triggers. Aim to understand them. Every trigger is a teacher. Every uncomfortable emotion is a flashlight pointing to something unhealed, unseen, or unresolved. You want to become untouchable. Then stop hiding from what touches you. Walk into it. Study it. Master it. Because once you do that, something incredible happens. The world around you may still be chaotic, unfair, loud, but you stay clear, you stay sharp, you stay free. And that kind of inner freedom, it makes you unpredictable, powerful, even a little intimidating, in the best way. People won't always understand it. Some might even be threatened by it. Let them. Because your peace was never supposed to make others comfortable. It was supposed to make you unshakable. So let them talk. Let life throw curveballs. Let the world do what it does. You move like water. You stay like stone. And when they ask how you do it, you'll just smile. Because now you know the truth. It was never about controlling the outside. It was about mastering the inside. And the moment you did that, nothing could touch you again. If this hits something real in you, don't just nod and scroll on. Try it. Apply it. Live it. And when the world tries to pull you back into chaos, pause. Breathe. Remember who you are. Then, move forward like the storm never even touched you. This is more than a mindset. This is a movement. So if you're ready to keep walking this path, stay close. Because what's coming next might just change how you see everything. See you in the next one.